Last week was the first time I didn't watch an episode as soon as it dropped. I was just not in the mood. Judging by how bad episode 6 was, I was expecting season 8 levels of shitty writing. Only after reading Reddit for a rundown did I finally pirate it. Relax and essay guys watching. I'm joking about the pirating part. I would say it's not as bad as the leaks would have me believe, but is it good? No, it had good points, so it wasn't all bad, but at this point they've past the point of no return. I feel like we're in season 5. They've made enough changes from the books that if they regret it later on, there's no turning back. They'll just have to make do with what they created, like Aemond the Usurper, Family Man Hugh, and Kristen the supposed incel. They can still save the show in season 3, like how season 6 got good before season 7 turned to shit, but they have to tread carefully or else we'd get another. Speaking of changes, they teased Helena riding Dreamfire in the finale.
I need you to fly with Dreamfire to battle.
They must have been reading my Reddit comments, because instead of letting Dreamfire, the mother of Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaego go to waste until the storming of the Dragon Pit, they'll finally give us what we were deprived of.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Parts of the finale have been leaked, and boy does it look bad. Aemond tries to get Helena to ride with him against Daemon, but she refuses to go. We're never gonna see Dreamfire being written. It was all clickbait. She has her own little Alice moment where she tells him how he's gonna die. Larys convinces Aegon to sneak off to Braavos, where Larys has some money stashed away in the Iron Bank. Aegon mentions his dragoncock is gone, so we're never gonna get Maelor unless they have him show up as Helena and Aemon's son. If Maelor's gone for real, then I have no idea how they're gonna make Darren's massacre at Bitterbridge work. Hopefully they don't have him burning down the town for no reason. You know, Dany style. Rhaena runs up to Sheepstealer, and I wish the dragon just burned her right then and there. I don't look forward to her segments. Everything about Rhaenytos is
totally fucking stupid, dude!
Jace hates the dragon seeds, especially Ulf the fucking idiot. Daemon gets a vision of the future, including Dany hatching her dragons and the White Walkers. This is what triggers him to take on Aemond. He realizes just how stupid the show would get. And Alicent has her own little septa plot. She sneaks off to Dragonstone to negotiate, and it's Rhaenyra's turn to be the reasonable one. Even if Alicent surrenders, the Green supporters won't rest. She would have to straight up execute Aegon and Aemond especially. It's just like Otto said. Rhaenyra would have to put Alicent's children to death. Alicent knows this and is still willing to treat with her.
You are made of stupid.
At no point does she even mention that Aegon didn't even want it. She kind of forgot, probably. In order to get to that episode, we have to get through this one, which opens up with Rhaenyra confronting Adam on Syrax. As expected, they completely ignored the issue of Laenor. Why didn't they just kill off Laenor instead of butchering dragon lore? Of course they don't give a shit. Rhaenyra's shocked that a regular guy can just claim a dragon. It's really convenient he doesn't have that iconic Valyrian hair like Alan, so we can have this fake drama. She even gets in close but fails an obvious investigation check. He doesn't want to fight, so he immediately swears fealty. In King's Landing, Alicent gets patched up by Orwell. Then she goes to the Kingswood for a swim with her dress on. When I heard the leaks and saw the preview, I thought she was gonna drown herself after she abandons King's Landing. This is better than that, but still weird. Like, why does it even exist? Do we really need another angsty Alicent scene? Aren't there more interesting characters like Helena and Aemond? They're due for a scene that doesn't last 10 seconds. Shouldn't Helena be having more of a reaction to her brother, king, and husband getting burned? Larys and some guy talk about sea smoke being seen with the rider. On Dragonstone, Rhaenyra's council react to what they believe to be some random guy claiming a dragon. Corlys never clears up the matter. Rhaenyra's convinced Adam has Targaryen blood somewhere. Her words, not mine. The word dragon seeds never even show up, which is super weird considering the topic at hand. And Rhaenyra keeps bringing this up with Mysaria Mysaria, not Jace. It was his idea. I don't want more Mysaria, I want her off my screen. It's funny, they tried to make her more likable. She's even less palatable than the book version, who just did everything for shits and giggles. At Harrenhal, the other River Lords call for justice, even after Oscar declares for the Blacks. To appease them, Oscar sentences William Blackwood to death, and Daemon executes him, even though all he did was carry out Daemon's orders. And afterwards, he gets another bad trip.
I never wanted it. I never have.
I thought he was done with those. Corlys congratulates Alan on his brother taming a dragon. He tells him Rhaenyra's calling for dragon riders and hints at him to try since he's just as Valyrian as Adam.
I am of Sultan Sea. I yearn for nothing else.
Ha! They don't have the budget for Grey Ghost. In the Vale, Rhaena ditches the entourage to chase after Sheepstealer. Someone on Reddit told me it'd be funny if they really did include Nettles and she popped up at the last second to claim Sheepstealer before Rhaena. Back on Dragonstone, Jace is mad at the idea of lowborn randoms claiming dragons cause he's always been insecure. It's completely understandable cause...
Just look at them.
And it's even more obvious in the show, because they gave Rhaenys silver hair. In the books, Rhaenys is a brunette, because her mother is Jocelyn Baratheon. But even then, it's obvious that 3 dark-haired children in a row means Rhaenyra's cheating. He calls her out.
Did you think I would have dark hair? When you took Harwin Strong into your bed, did you think I might favor him, or did it not cross your mind?
Jacaerys.
I'm no fool, Mother. The proof is here for all to see. Yet I may argue my legitimacy to succeed you because I have a dragon. And now you say you'll strip that from me too. What if one of your base-born, silver-haired dragon riders decides he wants to rule the 7 kingdoms?
Rhaenyra deserves this. If it was Jace who was dark-haired, they could have just said, oh, it's something he got from his great-grandma, Jocelyn. Then Viserys should have stamped that shit out immediately. She could have used Moon Tea after being with Harwin. Point is, there's so many ways the dance could have been avoided. If Viserys wasn't so willfully blind and if Rhaenyra wasn't so damn arrogant, I honestly don't know what she thinks would happen. Even if she won the dance, and even if she ruled as well as Jaehaerys, another dance would have happened the moment she died. That's why I'm not a Black supporter. Jaehaerys wouldn't have let that shit slide.
Jaehaerys would have disinherited you.
And then House Targaryen would still have their dragons. After the small folk hear about the call for dragon riders, they all come to Dragonstone. The dragon keepers walk off the job, so Rhaenyra locks them all in, although not before she gives them all a speech.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
It goes over as well as you'd expect. Another dark Rhaenyra moment. Keep them coming. Sure, it comes out of nowhere, because just before she was defending them when Jace called them.
These people are courageous. Mongrels.
But I'm so tired of flawless, boring Rhaenyra. I'll take it. As anyone with functioning eyeballs can expect, Vermithor burns them all except for Hugh Hammer. Because he was the only one who bravely approached the dragon without fear for death, Vermithor accepts him.
Meanwhile,
All of the White's just stumbling around, probably drunkenly, but Silverwing still takes him on. Claiming a dragon is a serious moment, but he's just running around like an idiot. This isn't time to be the comic relief. Oh, and it's just Ulf now, not Ulf the White. Cause his hair is barely silver. Hugh Hammer looks more Valyrian than him, and I've mistaken one for the other a few times. In King's Landing, the small council mentioned Tessarion, but we won't see her till the finale. All we have is a zoomed out shot in the preview. They're interrupted by Silverwing flying ahead. Aemon runs to Vhagar on a horse as opposed to Vhagar flying to him. Dragons can sense their riders and will fly to them, like Drogon did with Dany and Sunfire would do with Aegon, unless Sunfire's dead for real. When they finally take flight, Vhagar turned back when he sees Syrax and Rhaenyra and Hugh Hammer Hammer and Vermithor as well, and Rhaenyra just lets them fly away. I don't think even Vhagar can take on 3 dragons at once. You could have killed the Green's biggest asset right then and there. What I liked, the claiming scene with Vermithor and Hugh Hammer. Finally, the dragon seeds have their dragons. Villain Rhaenyra. Jace finally calling her out on her dumb decisions that was long overdue. Someone finally decided to call her out on her stupid fucking decisions to have a bastard, knowing damn well how shaky her claim was. Oscar Tully got a lot of praise too. What I didn't like, ignoring Laenor, Alicent's swimming scene, Mysaria, Daemon's bad trip, and everything about Ray Nettles.